In putting together Explore Tulsa each week, we find that our city is full of amazing people overcoming the most incredible of odds. Now, Stevie, what were you doing when you were 14?
Trying to figure out how to talk my parents into getting me a sporty car when I was 16.
Yeah, how'd that work out for you?
Not quite as I had planned. They bought me an Oldsmobile.
As tragic as that may have seemed to you then, most of us have plans that don't quite work out as expected. But Todd Huston's question is, how do you overcome those challenges, especially when facing the most unfortunate ones?
Well, it all started when I was 14 years old. And I was on Lake Tenkiller here in eastern Oklahoma when the boat had accidentally slipped in reverse. I was behind it and I got my legs caught in the propellers. And, it was bad. I literally died twice and had to be brought back. And when I was 21, because of the boating accident, I had my leg paralyzed below the right knee, so I couldn't feel it. I didn't have any movement in it, and it would get infected. And at times in life, we get two choices, but neither one of them do we want to choose. It's not like saying I want to go vacation in the beach or the mountains. It's more like, Todd, you want to take a chance and lose your life, or you want to lose your leg? And of course, I chose to lose my leg. All they did was numb me below the waist. And while I was talking to the doctor, he fired up the saw and they amputated my right leg below the knee. Sometimes the opportunities actually come to us, and sometimes we recognize them and sometimes we don't. And this was a case where they were looking for 5 disabled climbers to go climb to the highest elevations of all 50 states. And I just happened to know some people that were involved in that project. Unfortunately, the project fell through, and I decided to go ahead and do the climb on my own. Priority number 1, survive, right? Very, very, very dangerous what we were doing. Number 2 was to complete climbing the highest points of all 50 states, meaning traveling to each state and going to their highest point. No big deal in Kansas on Mount Sunflower. However, when you're climbing Mount McKinley or Denali, which is over 20,000 feet in Alaska, you're climbing the highest mountain in all of North America. It's extremely dangerous. And then third would be if we could break the record after we survived and completed all 50 states, then that would be a plus. One thing that I tell my audiences is that there is no such thing as fear. And of course people look at you like, you gotta be crazy. But the example I give is if I'm on a cliff and I'm looking down and I have thousands of feet of air below me, I might be thinking, wow, this is really cool. Whereas the person next to me could literally be going to the bathroom in their pants. However, the danger is real. If my rope breaks, I fall, I go splat. But the difference is that they have fear and I don't. Fear is something we create in our minds. And it's a shadow that we cast over the decisions that we need to make, the situations that we're in. And whenever you have a shadow, you can't see. You can't really see clearly what you need to do. So I tell people, get rid of the fear. Because see, if fear were real, it'd be the same for both of us, just like danger. But we create it in our own minds. And that's why it's different. And I have found that there's no advantage to fear. However, recognize the danger, minimize it or eliminate it, and then move forward. There's something that's within you that is much stronger, that's much more powerful than any of this craziness and chaos that is out in the world that is constantly bombarding you. No matter what the situation is out here, whether you interpret as being good or bad or whatever, you will have the peace within you because now you are in control of making the decision on how this event is going to affect you, instead of thinking that this event is the one that has the control and the power over you.